today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Herbert and the Carolina Panthers versus Lamar Jackson and the Arizona Cardinals.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
Nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback.
Jason Sanders.
3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. Leading them out, the number 6 overall pick back in April from Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Gore. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
7-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's able to get this out past the 40. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was brought down by Blake Martinez. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Complete. Jefferson the target. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Herbert throwing again. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. it's another first down. How about to start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Gore. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Herbert. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And oh, the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. So here are the Cardinals now with a long field ahead. Leading them out, the reigning MVP of the National Football League in his 3rd season now from Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
And what a sophomore season he had for the Cardinals. Pretty much swept every major quarterback award, including the Heisman Trophy. And we spent a lot of time talking about his legs. Formidable. He can run the ball like few others, but the key to everything for him is the ability to be accurate from the pocket. Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower and as a professional?
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 26-yard line.
And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Arizona.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Jackson will throw again. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far, and you know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Sterling Shepard. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
At their own 27-yard line.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And this one caught by Travis Kelsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Cardinals 7, Panthers 0.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat. Complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Herbert back to the air. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
7 yards.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their 1st drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Holding offense. We're all right. Just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down at the 16-yard line.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Jackson had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
Jackson. Screenplay, Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Jared Cook, his Pro Bowl tight end, was the target. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jackson to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the 1st. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit. 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gore. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
1st and 10.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Herbert on first down now. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Kevin Pierre-Louis charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. So linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That's double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The football going back over to Arizona now. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson from the shotgun. That'll be complete to Cook. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson being chased out left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's Steelers who are out in front in the second quarter. The Bucs looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Next, we head off to check out another game. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Cam Newton with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Westbrook on the return. The Cardinals take over.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. The big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's when it's really difficult because defensively you can have a game plan and try to account for all the things you've seen on tape, the way that they run their plays, even his running. But when it's a play where you just can't really say, okay, that's how the play's supposed to go, what they call broken plays, that's when the X and O doesn't work. That's when their Jimmy is better than your Joe.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And now it's 2nd down.
On the play by Kyle Fuller.
From the gun, Jackson over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards.
They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
Jackson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Tyson Alualu. In there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your pitchers to get there.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Herbert just beat the play clock. He dumps this off underneath the Gore. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Herbert. Caught, Kelsey, left side. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And a yard.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
44-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
From the gun, Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
McCoy, the ball carrier.
Olivier Vernon brings him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's McCoy. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
They snap it to Herbert. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gore. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
He was brought down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game.
All-pro tight end Travis Kelsey had 97 catches last year in the regular season on his way to a Super Bowl title with Kansas City. And while he's a weapon anywhere on the field, as you get closer to the end zone, you really have to look out. Witness what he did in the playoffs. 3 touchdown catches against Houston in the divisional round, and a big one in the Super Bowl against San Francisco, which keyed Kansas City's comeback.
And that one makes it 14-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And Carolina scores to cap it off. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own 20.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Now Jackson on first down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. To throw again is Jackson. That one caught by Gibson. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll check on status when we get back. The Cardinals on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. He completes it to Westbrook. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Not much there, only a yard. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Cardinals.
And Jackson throwing once more. His throw incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw again. Jackson out to the right here to Shepherd. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Good. Makes the score Cardinals 17, Panthers 7.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
So now the Panthers down by 10. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. On first down, Justin Herbert. He's got this one completed to Mims. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Second and 2 at the 20.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and
now Herbert. Got a man. It's Mims. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. And it's third down.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Crater on to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. On first down, Gibson. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about taking a knee at the end? And there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, a game and a decision that people may be talking about tomorrow for sure. Had a chance at a long field goal there at the end to try and tie it. They elect to not kick it, and they lose the game.
And I think what we'd all love to see is that little slip of paper that the special teams coach handed the head coach before the game that said, this is where our kicker is good from today. This is where he feels confident, because that might be the absolute mark that tells us, okay, maybe we have to run more offense because maybe he doesn't feel good about kicking it from this distance.
So for the Cards, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.